Alright, well, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another video review. I am the techgooch, and of course everybody that has watched this channel before knows that I love doing case reviews. This case is a little more particular to a specific scenario in my opinion, and that is the Lifeproof Nuud for the iPhone 6 Plus. Now I am an iPhone 6 Plus owner, so that's the phone that I use, and I went on a vacation to Puerto Rico, and in the ocean I wanted to take my phone with me, or at least have it by the poolside, have it, in case it rained or whatever, and not have to worry about it. So in this case, got the Lifeproof Nuud and thought I'd give her a try. Certain things I love, certain things I don't like about it, as with any waterproof case, and this is what it comes down to, not specifically to the Lifeproof cases. But let's go ahead and come on down here. So this is how you get your Nuud, and that's in the box here. They supply you with a headphone jack cable so you can actually use it and still maintain the waterproofness to it. I don't actually use it, but they do give you a nice little cleaning cloth, instructions. They even give you a scratch protector. You're not going to be able to use your standard scratch protector with this specific case unless it confides to not going into the seal where the case seals, because on this case, and this is the reason I really like the Nuud, is the fact that the Nuud actually you're actually touching the actual physical display of the iPhone, or of the phone in general, if whatever phone that you're buying the Nuud case for. In this case, the iPhone 6 Plus. So you can see where they have a plastic dummy piece in here, and this is so you can test the case to make sure that the seals are actually properly working. And what you do is follow the basically instructions. You put this device, submerge it in water, I think they say for a half hour or so, and to make sure that it doesn't leak. I didn't quite put it on for that long enough, but I wasn't definitely going to go scuba diving with it or anything like that, so I wasn't too worried. On the bottom, this is the little screw thing that you unscrew. There we go. There you can see where it's a little attached, and that's actually where this headphone jack device comes in, where you actually put this in into the headphone port and then screw it in. Now, of course there's nothing there because my phone's not there, but you screw it in. You can see there's a little rubber seal, and it keeps that guy nice and tight. And then obviously when you're not using it, make sure you put that back in and tighten it up real good. The charge port on the iPhone, obviously there's a nice little compartment where you can see there's a nice little rubber seal that goes over the hole for the charge port. Now that said, you do definitely need to have something that's pretty small, because this is made specifically for the actual Apple Lightning cable. I found that a lot of third-party ones are a little bit too large and do not fit in it, so that's one thing to keep in mind. You may actually need your physical, actual Apple cable, branded cable, with it as well. In order to take this guy, open this guy up, you have to have this door open, because it actually latches the two back and front panel together. And they actually give you a nice little berm here, if you can see here, where you can actually stick a coin, and you basically just give her a twist, and open she comes. So, of course, in my infinite wisdom, I didn't grab a coin, so let me see if I can't grab a coin quick. Alright, so I have a nickel, so if you see here, I have slot the nickel into the side, give her a little turn, you can hear the popping real quick. That's all it takes for the coin. Everything else can be done by the hand. And because I have the door open, make sure you have the door open, you can just take it and go around the edge slowly. You don't want to bend it too much. Then eventually the back will pop off. The back actually goes on last, so in this case, this is the front, and you just kind of take this out. Now if you notice there, they have on this test case the charge port, where the lightning adapter is. That's what lines everything up, so be careful about that. Now when I take my phone, what you would do is you would take the little cleaning cloth they give you, wipe the screen down. I'll do that real quick with my shirt. So it's decently clean. I'm not going for a watertight seal right now, so obviously face down, and you want to make sure that the headphone, they have that little headphone. Now obviously you could just take this little screw piece out, but I found it works just fine just leaving it in. Just make sure that it goes into the actual headphone port down here, and then push her in place. You'll probably hear the buttons actually push in real quick. namely in my case the power button. But she's in. Now you also want to make sure that you take the cloth, clean off the camera itself, because you don't want to have any fingerprints on all your photos. You want to have a decent, clean actual lens there. And now we actually just take the remainder part of the case. I would do the same thing here, make sure that the actual camera lens piece here doesn't have lint and stuff in or whatever like that, depending on if you've taken this off before and used it. And then just work your way around. I always just work my way down to the bottom and do the bottom last. Once the bottom is in, then you can actually take the little door, shut her down, and now you have a life-proof phone. Now with the iPhone, even with the Touch ID, there is an actual little plastic seal over there, so you're not going to get water in the phone. They put basically a rubber seal all the way around the screen and just push it against it. So obviously glass is waterproof, so it's not going to come in through the glass, and it can't go in through the edges, and everything else has plastic over it. So that's how the Lifeproof Nuud case works. How do I like it? Well, to be honest, for a protective case, this is pretty sweet. It's very protective. It can, obviously it goes over all corners. Oop, I guess I didn't push that. I mean, obviously before you go in water, you're going to want to make sure that you double check all the seals. Make sure everything's good. All the buttons work really, really good. Sliders work really, really good. Touch ID, even through that little plastic film they put over it, I've had no problems with it as well. It doesn't leak around any of the stuff. It's really easy to just pop open and stick your charger cord in there. Real easy to seal it back up. Over use, I don't know how well it would, they definitely seem to maintain usability, even water tightness for a long period of time, unless you're very abusive with it. But that said, here's what I don't like about it. What I don't like about it is audio. So no matter what, the speaker sounds significantly worse in this case than it does out of the case. And that's obviously, I mean, it's pretty simple to tell you that they have an extra layer of protection because it has to be watertight, right? You don't want water getting in there, so they have to put an actual waterproof barrier there. That definitely significantly lowers not only the quality of the audio, but the volume of the audio you're getting out of it. That said, same thing with the actually listening to phone calls. It's gonna degrade the actual volume as well as the quality of audio you're gonna get out of your headset as well. And then for people talking, you talking to the other people on the other end, it's gonna reduce the volume and quality of your audio coming from your microphone. So audio quality, not the best case, but if you're the person that's going to be prone to dropping and prone to maybe getting this in situations where it's going to get wet, those definitely make up for that absence. Last thing is, this case is definitely not for people that love to take really good photos, because putting a piece of plastic over your camera, you will reduce the quality of your photos. Specifically, you will get a lot more screen glare. And I'm going to show you actually a photo. I'm going to put it up right now. This is a photo that I took while at a concert in Puerto Rico, and you can see there's a significant glareage off of the plastic that's in front of the lens on this photo with the, the red with the person with the neat, awesome costume that kind of looks like Daft Punk. So that is the Lifeproof case, in this case for the iPhone 6 Plus, but essentially the iPhone, or the Lifeproof Nuud case in general. So, alright, so I'm at a beach in San Juan, Puerto Rico, heading towards the ocean. I'll try this case out and see how she works. This is the Lifeproof Nuud for the iPhone 6 Plus. Basically the same Nuud case, just for the 6 Plus. So, here we go! Well, I don't want to keep it under there for too long because this is my phone and my primary phone, and I really don't want to lose it. So, let's see what the video footage looks like. That said, I like it. I do. I'm definitely going to use it. It's not something that I would ever maintain on my phone at all times, personally. I do like how protective it is. However, if you're going for just a protective case, I would probably steer towards, Lifeproof and OtterBox, same company. If you want to stick in that company, the OtterBox Commuter is definitely a great case. That's not. It's going to be a little bit thicker and it's a little more protective, to be honest. But won't protect against water. So it all depends on what you're doing. If you're going to be on the beach and things like that, boom, this guy right here. Enough said. But just knowing the fact that you're going to lose some clarity in your photos. And the audio qualities, things like that are going to go down. But it is a waterproof phone, a waterproof case. And you know, I'm going to show you a video right now that I actually shot at in Puerto Rico in the ocean. I haven't been to the ocean very many times in my life. But real quick, and nothing fancy, just a real quick dunk to show you that it is waterproof. So here you go. So that said, you know, it's a great case, but there are some caveats to it. It's not perfect in all sense. It's a waterproof case, so it's not going to be perfect. But if you're looking for a protective, waterproof, you want to take your phone even underwater with you, this is the guy. This is the guy you're going to want to look at. I definitely prefer this Nuud case where you actually touch on the screen over to its lower counterpart, the Fray. But that's personal preference. I definitely prefer touching my glass display. Definitely feels better, and you get less air bubbles and stuff underneath the plastic display, where I really don't like seeing air bubbles underneath the plastic. That drives me crazy, and that's the Fray. So if you want to check that one out as well, I do not have that one. I've had several family members that had that one, so I know what it's like. But please comment below, subscribe above. If you have anything else to add, let me know. Check us over at Facebook, facebook.com/techgooch. We do giveaways there. We do lots of things, and I love to hear feedback and everything on all sorts of channels. So let me know what you think, and I hope to see you on the next video. So thanks for stopping by, guys.